Hello, Captain. Dr. Galen, hello. Has true winter already gotten into you? Excuse me? That's an expression that we use here when the silent season comes. Being cut off from the world, surrounded by deadly blizzards makes some people uncomfortable. Especially if it's their first time. Is that why almost everyone here leaves for the dead season? The concept still fascinates me. That's part of it, but believe me, it's more mundane than you think. The city is built on the merchant families and their businesses. Dead season makes trade impossible, so they either travel to restock or retire to their winter residences. I think I passed a few of those on my way here, but what about the commoners? What commoners? Here you're either someone important or you work for someone who is. Families take their retainers with them. They only leave those whose jobs are absolutely essential. Mine is to make sure the people are safe. Funny you should mention your job. That's exactly what brought me here. Really, Doctor? My job? Have you some words of advice? Uh-oh. Should we be confrontational with him?
Well, no, because we don't know his side yet or anything. We don't even know if he knows.
Yeah, we don't really know if he knows.
She said that she didn't go to him.
She didn't tell him this time, we know that much. But she said that this has happened in the past and he's kind of ignored her. So I don't know, maybe not ignore Slava, but should we look for him now? Or do you know anything about it? Obviously he doesn't know anything about it. Unless he knows something about in general why he escapes sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm kind of torn on this one, I have to be honest. I'm not sure if I like any of these. I kind of wish there was an option where we were like, oh, well, Lev is missing. We should all go looking for him together. But there really isn't an option like that. Only one where we kind of command him, which to me comes off as a little too strong, maybe?
Yeah.
The middle one I don't like at all. And the last one, do you know anything about it? I feel like it's not strong enough.
But maybe it's like, tell me you know something.
Yeah, we got one vote for that as well. First of all, detectiving, asking questions as opposed to accusing things. Yeah, that does seem like the best strategy to me, guys. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, this one, it's way too strong, and this one is just stupid. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish there's more, but this is the best option. I just spoke with Slava, the innkeeper. She was upset, even hysterical, because her husband's disappeared again. Slava? Hysterical? That's odd. Has she told you it's happened before? She did, but she also said he's been gone much longer than usual. How long? 10 days. I see. Do you have any idea what might have happened to him? How would I know? Love's paths and the logic that governs them, they're all a mystery to us. It's difficult enough to just follow his words. Insanity is hardly rare in this city. The rest of us are just better at hiding it. Spend more time here, and I'm sure that you'll learn to appreciate it. Why aren't you going to look for him then? Isn't this part of your job? Thanks for the advice. After just 2 weeks, you're an expert on the city and all of its dwellers. Yeah, he always kind of says his thing anyway. Looks like true winter has treated you very well indeed. What's that supposed to mean? The first true winter in the city is usually the hardest. People find different ways to cope with the stress and the boredom. I see you get bored rather quickly. I can't believe I'm hearing this. Relax, Doctor. There's no need for aggression. Why are you so eager to help Slava and Love anyway? Let me guess. You're fresh out of the academy, or whatever they call the place you studied at, and you can't wait to change the world for the better. Alright, you're just being a dick now. I promised Slava that I would find her husband, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. A noble gesture, or a newcomer's attempt to gain stronger footing in our small society. No, my intuition tells me that you're just bored. Is this how you always talk, or am I getting a special welcome package? Calm, calm, good doctor. When people find themselves with too much spare time on their hands, good conversational skills become a necessity. And how about helping a woman whose husband's missing? Did you ever get to meet Lev? Well, yes. He came to me one evening. I treated him. Then you must have realized he was suffering from a severe condition, an obsession. Kala? Yes, Slava told me. Did she also tell you why they came to the city? Before he became the empty shell he is now, Lev used to be a scholar, an archaeologist. They came here looking for treasure. The treasure found only disappointment and poverty. Slava did fairly well, but Lev lost himself forever. Or maybe he found a new path, one much more solitary. Who knows? So his mania is chronic. Is that why you refused to look for him? You thought him a lost cause? No. I refused for 2 reasons. 1, I never believed Lev was in any danger, and assumed he would turn up on his own each time. 2, I was always convinced that if she truly wanted to, Slava could find her husband with no trouble. So you're saying there's no danger and Slava knows where Lev is? Quite the opposite, Doctor. I'm sorry, you lost me there. You did say Slava was hysterical when she came to you. Yes, it took me a while to talk her down. That's unlike her. When she came to inform me about Lev's disappearances in the past, she was calm. Maybe she was hiding her fear? No, Doctor. I've known her for a few years, and I can tell you, she has no need to play tough or hide her emotions in front of others. Quite the contrary. People respect her. Some even fear her because of her openness. Yeah, I was kind of worried about her for a while there in the beginning. The sincere tears of a fearful wife wouldn't harm her image, but there were none. She showed no emotion whatsoever. Really? Today she seemed mad with grief. Which would mean things are different. She's actually afraid for his safety, because this time, she has no idea where he is. Well, that's rather suspicious. Why would she be so afraid? I haven't got a clue. Maybe she's afraid Lev left the city and froze to death? That's one of about 1,000 possibilities, yes. Well, your hypothesis about what caused Slava's hysterics is just that, a hypothesis. If this bothers you so much, why not ask Slava yourself about her change of heart? I'd rather ask why you aren't bothered that Lev seems to be actually missing this time. I trust that he can take care of himself. The man you described as completely mad just a few minutes ago? Precisely. I trust him because of his madness, but I can tell that you're not satisfied with my answer. Why don't you try and look for him yourself? That is really odd behavior. What do you think about this? I want your opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems not helpful.
He isn't helpful. Why is he just not looking for him if he actually thinks there's a reason for it this time? He's mad, so I trust him to fend for himself? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Kasiya, what are you up to? Why would I want to do your job for you? Oh, I think you've already started your own little investigation. Enjoying it, aren't you? Well, I mean, I feel like I want to help them, but you're supposed to do it yourself. Yeah, I feel like I have to help them. That's the one that I'm leaning towards. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. What do you think? I mean, I'm not just trying to kill the time. I am worried about Lev, and I want to see what he's up to.
Luz thinks he knows something.
He does know something. I'm fairly sure that he's right. Nobody knows where Lev is, and Slava's asked me for help. What else could I do?
It's because he doesn't have enough belts. I like it.
Yeah, you need a certain amount of belts to do your job right. That's how it works with these things. This city just loves people with that kind of attitude. You'll fit in just fine. Where will you begin your search? Right here, of course. I'm going to ask one of the most informed people around. Well, Captain, where do you think I should speak to first? Who do you think I should speak to first, even? Slava's the obvious choice. But if she's hiding something... You're assuming she is?
You're assuming
You're the one that said it! This guy's driving me crazy. He keeps saying different things and then I think, oh wait, I didn't say that. Her behavior doesn't make sense. I should talk to someone who may know more about her. Maybe a close friend? No, a friend would be biased.
Ooh, yay, Constance.
Talk to Constance. She's been around for a very, very long time. Don't tell her I told you that. She knows a lot about everybody. But there's another clue, isn't there? Love's obsession with Kala may be important. Who can I talk to about that? Anybody and everybody. We all have our theories about Kala. If you want to learn about Lev's, talk to Yakone.
What if we use the dogs to sniff him out?
Maybe the dog would help. The Northern Caravan pilot? She's not very talkative. Well, I only tried talking to her that one time. She likes to keep to herself, and seems harsh at times, but she's quite an exceptional young woman, Doctor. Lev talked about Kala with her. Did he? Really? Who would have thought? Thanks for the advice. No problem. Good luck, Doctor. Thank you, Captain. Please, call me Kasiya. Everyone does. Yeah, we heard that before, didn't we? I wonder if we have a choice in who we go to visit first. Alright, Kasiya, call me Galen. This will be interesting. Oh, we do have a choice. So, which one should we pick, Constance or Yakone?
I don't know.
So Constance knows a lot about everyone, and she could give us an opinion on, what's her face? I forgot her name. Slava. Yes, Slava. And Yakone can tell us about Kayla.
And Liv.
Kayla, whatever it's pronounced. So that would be interesting to know about. I'm kind of leaning towards Yakone, but I'll wait to see what other people say.
I also feel like Yakone's, or whatever, Yakone, I don't know. She's like more likely to tell us the truth. Like, I feel like Constance is probably, I don't know, like she might be a bit deceptive.
She could be a deceptive person. But you liked her so much.
I know, but I don't know. I feel like the stereotype of that type of character would be to be deceptive and to like pretend that you're on everyone's good side, but have your own stuff. Oh, Sydney says Constance though.
So we got one vote for Constance so far. We'll wait a little bit longer.
My heart says Constance, but my mind says Yakone.
Wow. Why are you so obsessed with Constance? Just because of her beauty?
She's so beautiful. I want to be her. And
Okay.
touch her.
What?
What?
That was a little odd.
She'd
Okay.
probably be really soft.
All right. Would I be allowed to, you know, want to touch her and,
Sure, why
feel
not?
it? Oh, okay. Hey, I'm just checking out what I can do here. I think Constance as well. It sounds more interesting. Maybe. I might be leaning in the direction of Constance then. It looks like most people are saying Constance, so we might go with that one then.
I guess so. We have to.
Yes.
Yay!
So we will visit Constance,
Keeper of the Baths.
the keeper of the baths.
Did you
yes.
save?
Did I save? I should be saving more often, shouldn't I? You never know. What? How? You
Save.
scolded me.
Yeah.
Hit me too. All right. Fine. Here we go.
She was waiting for you. Oh, wait.
Only what?
See, Sydney says because we can get some information from her and then get the real stuff. But I don't know if we have time to go to both, do we?
I don't know. We'll find out. But hey, look what we got in front of us now.
I see her. Dr. Galen, what a pleasant surprise.
So formal. Haven't I asked you to call me by my name?
I told you, I prefer to call you Doctor. Adds an air of dignity to any name, don't you agree?
Yeah, it just always makes me think about Doctor Who now. Because they always call him Doctor.
The Doctor.
The Doctor. This just sounds whiny. I put people before titles. I've always had trouble understanding why some people enjoy having odd-sounding titles.
Like Keeper of the Baths.
That, it's kind of awesome sounding at the same time, I have to admit. If their purpose is to make a person more respectable, does that mean they deserve less respect without them?
I see your point. However, it is also a matter of enjoyment. Some people have a taste for all things exquisite and extraordinary. They collect beautiful items as others amass wealth. Titles can be lovely trinkets. But I digress. Is this a visit of courtesy or business?
Both. I was hoping to ask you about something.
Ah, no doubt the rumors of my fabled knowledge have reached your ears.
Oh yes, we've heard much about it. You could say that. I'm still an outsider, so I depend on what others tell me. Something disturbing has happened today.
Disturbing, you say? How ominous.
Well, it actually apparently happened 10 days ago, but still. Yes, Slava's husband Love is missing.
Love is missing?
You seemed hesitant about that. I'm afraid he is.
That's the disturbing news.
Or maybe she doesn't care. That's probably what it is. Yes?
My dear doctor, that's hardly disturbing. It's already been a month since his last disappearance.
Oh, so he's basically due for a new disappearance.
It would be disturbing to see him strolling around the market or chatting happily with the guards. But disappearing? No, that's simply something he does.
So I've been told. But this time he's been gone for 10 days, and his wife is really frightened.
Slava is afraid for her dear husband?
Is that strange?
It might not be strange for a normal couple, but it is unusual for her.
Yeah, we have kind of heard this already, though. Their marriage isn't doing well.
How could it? Ha! That's an understatement. Their marriage is practically a fiction. It's been like that for years.
Why? What happened to them?
Lev broke down. It's hard to keep love alive when someone changes so drastically.
I've already heard Lev became obsessed with some treasure he failed to find.
Yes, that was the beginning. But they came here searching for Kala together, Slava and him. She endured their failure while he collapsed under its weight.
Endured? You're afraid of how she managed to open the inn.
Let me explain how the city works, Doctor. One cannot simply do something because she wants to, even if she's rich, and Slava certainly wasn't. Everything that happens here, every little detail, is under direct control of the bank and the merchant families. Everything one does is regulated by compacts.
You mean like the contract I signed with the mayor? I was perplexed by how meticulous it was.
Did she mean to say contracts? Oh no, it's compact? What?
Yeah, compact's there. It's fine.
Okay. Yes, and that was just a compact for a temporary license to replace the old doctor during the true winter. Imagine one for opening your own permanent business. Also, your compact is not between you and a mayor. We have no mayor. The agreement is between you and the bank.
Ah, the bank controls everything. Of which Istvan is the official representative. He paid me a visit right after my arrival. Is he the ruler of the city then?
It's slightly more complicated than that. He used to be the most important man in the city. Now he's retired. But with all the families gone for the winter, he's the one in power, which means he's the keeper of the compacts as well.
You're telling me everyone here is contracted to do something?
Every permanent resident has to have a compact. Only they are allowed to stay in the city for the silent season. So yes, all of us are contracted.
What were you contracted to do then?
You were treading on unknown territory, so I'll just pretend I didn't hear that, Doctor. It's very impolite to ask that question.
Really?
Is she
That
a
is rather suspicious.
prostitute?
I don't think it's just that simple as a prostitute. I think she's more involved in the secrets going on in the city than that.
Oh, that's me. The will of the bank is law here. There are no rules to which they must adhere when it comes to compacts.
What? So they can contract people to do...
Anything, Doctor. Anything at all.
Wow. Sounds like slavery. It must be efficient. Could use a rebel like me. That might be a little bit bold thing to say. What do you think? I don't know. What are you guys feeling? I guess I don't know. Sounds like slavery, I suppose.
I kind of liked the rebel one just because it sounded ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous, so I guess we could go with that one. I'm a bit mixed on which one to choose.
You know who she reminds me of? The girl from Firefly.
Firefly? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew which one you were thinking of right away.
Aww.
Because I was kind of thinking of her as well. I forget her name, though.
Yeah,
what the girl in Firefly was. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot remember.
Someone likes the last answer, too.
It is kind of amusing. I don't know, maybe we'll go with that one. Could use a rebel like me. It's pretty dramatic. I'll give it another 10 seconds, see if anyone else has input. But I think that's the one I'll probably go with then. Certainly is an unusual system, though. I guess that much is obvious. Alright, let's do it. Well, sounds like this could use a rebel like me. And to think I was considering a rebel in my homeland, or I was considered a rebel in my homeland. Our ways seem like complete anarchy compared to this place. I feel like breaking a few rules already.
Careful, Doctor. The families are gone, but Istvan still has personal guards at his disposal.
I feel so stupid. I came with no idea of how this place works. I need to process this. Wait, does this mean that Love has a contract too?
You weren't paying attention. It's nobody's business but his own.
Ah, now that is kind of creepy. So we can't know what anyone else's business is. They each have a secret job, and if, like for example, the guard is like, oh, I'm the guard, he's more than just a guard. He's up to something else as well. Almost certainly, because he wouldn't tell what his real job actually is. Yes, I understand, but do you think it's possible? Would the bank sign a compact with a mentally ill person? Well, he wasn't always mentally ill.
I think I've told you enough to answer that question on your own.
They would. So both Slava and Love came here looking for treasure, but ended up as indentured servants.
It's difficult to say, but Slava became the new innkeeper and her husband became the local madman.
Maybe that's his job. The new innkeeper? I'm sensing a common theme here, and I don't like where this is going. So the inn was run by someone else before her. I'd assume she started her own business from scratch.
Can you imagine the most prosperous trade center in the far north without an inn?
I'm getting the impression that they replace people around here quite often. And I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think they just simply retired, just saying. Well, what happened to the previous innkeeper?
No one knows. One day, he was gone, and Slava was running the place.
Yeah, that is not comforting at all. She became the owner overnight. And Love?
Gradually, he became the person you know, lost in his own world, forever chasing the great enigma.
Kala. So nobody knows what it is.
On the contrary, every person in the city is convinced they are the only one who does.
But Slava came here looking for it. It must have been her dream too. Why'd she abandon it if Love didn't?
Maybe she'd wanted to find the legendary treasure and become famous. Or maybe she'd simply followed her beloved's vision. She used to be deeply in love with him, you know.
But that isn't the case anymore. What happened to them?
They ran out of money, and the bank asked them to sign their own compacts, which of course they did. It's impossible to refuse the bankers.
I see. So he started disappearing on his expeditions, and she stopped caring for him. Maybe Kasiya's right.
Kasiya is a savvy fox. You'd do well to pay attention to his ideas.
A fox indeed. Do you have any idea where Love might be?
None at all. I suppose it must have to do with the only purpose he has left in life.
Huh. It's part of his contract. Yes, I gather as much. Thank you, Constance. This was an illuminating conversation. Yeah, I really have to say, I learned a lot more than I was expecting to from her.
So, do you think... Oh. Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
Do you think that she... what's her name? Slava.
Slava.
Do you think that she was upset because she thinks that Lev has found Kala and now he'll just leave without her with it or something?
I don't know, or maybe he's getting replaced too, and he's getting killed off by whoever's in charge.
That could be, but then why wasn't she ever worried before?
Because she knew that, I don't know. I don't really know, to be
couldn't it
honest.
have happened any other time?
It could have, I guess. But maybe she's... I don't really know what's going on yet.
Okay,
Can't say for sure.
I'm glad you enjoyed your visit. The role of the bathhouse is to help people relax and clear their minds in many ways.
I think I'm leaving here with more questions than I came in with, to be honest, but it has been illuminating.
Conversation is one of them.
Uh-oh. I do feel relaxed here. I wonder.
Is there something in the air? Is that what the mist is? What is it, Doctor?
The water in this place.
Uh-oh.
It's special. What was that note?
Oh.
No, we know that. Or anything about Constance?
Oh, great.
Alright, nothing really.
Oh yes, many of my visitors experience wonderful things while bathing here. Some fall into deep trances and experience vision.
Alright, there's another ding. Was that a new one?
I think so.
Let's see if this was a new one. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Now it happened. Alright.
Others prefer more carnal entertainment.
Oh. You don't say.
So maybe her job is like an information broker or something. Like getting
She's got many hats she wears, I think. I'm sure they do. Though, that's not what I meant. No matter.
Is there a problem, Doctor?
No, quite the contrary.
You're a mysterious man, Dr. Galen.
I sure hope so. Thanks again, Constance.
Doctor, before you go, there's something you should know.
Is there? What is it?
I can see that for some reason, you're determined to make enemies.
Well, I'm not determined to make enemies, but, you know, it's bound to happen at this point. What? Why would you say that?
Going from person to person, asking intimate questions, trying to unearth the secrets of the past others have tried so hard to conceal, this won't make you popular. But I can tell that cautionary remarks won't stop you, so I will give you advice instead. If you want to know more about Slava and Lev's relationship, break the rules and ask her about the compacts they signed with Istvan.
Ooh. I can see you won't elaborate on that.
Goodbye, dear Doctor. Please feel free to visit me anytime.
Well, thank you for the offer. Wow. That's pretty crazy. But, I have to say, I think we're gonna leave off here for the night.
Dun dun dun!
So, this is a save point, and yes, I'd like to thank everyone for showing up to the stream, and all those who participated with us. It seemed like it did get a bit better later on in the night. It wasn't as delayed, so people were responding more quickly, which was good. And that was enabling us to make our decisions quicker. So, good stuff. I guess I'll say if you guys have any questions you want to ask, I'll field some questions. Otherwise, I guess that's really it for the night. So, once again, I'll just give you my thanks, and I wish you, all of you, a good night.
And a good weekend.